So let's start the session for today. So some part of the theoretical and some part we will be go practically into the system. So going back into the Excel. So we have one feature that is importing data. We already discussed earlier. Just a recap, that is import foundation data. We have two type of import modes, that is full purge and incremental. So the purpose of full purge is been elaborated that the system will, if you're going with full purge, if already the say another record is there in the system, the import will replace or delete the existing record with the data which is there in the import file. Okay, if that is the scenario, then we will go and choose full purge. Incremental always give us a historical data. So system will add the data. System will add the data in the import file to what already exists, and the old record will be also there. Okay. So whenever we are going with import action, make sure there will be two options, full purge and incremental. What option we need to choose? According to that, we need to choose those options. The purpose is already mentioned here, full purge and incremental. Coming into employee record management is divided into two parts, divided into three parts, that is maintaining employee data, mass change, and terminate an employee. Okay, that is maintaining the employee data, mass change, and terminating an employee. So maintaining the employee data, the first one, when I go further, under maintaining an employee data, we have certain administrative record management. So administrative record management is nothing but the administrative tools, okay, which is used in the employee profile. So when you open an employee profile, you can see the administrative tools are there, and those administrative tools are divided into pencil icon, that is an edit. Then we have edit from history. So when we go into an employee profile, and in the employee profile, when we go and see, there are certain administrative tools are there. Those administrative tools are coming under the administrative record management. Okay, with the help of these administrative tools, we can able to maintain the employee data in the employee profile. Okay, what are these administrative tools? We have the pencil icon, okay, where it specifies the edit option. Okay, then we have a clock icon which shows the edit from history. So when I go into the employee profile, okay, so when I go into an employee profile, in the employee profile, in the portlet, you can see these icons. You can see these icons act as an administrative tool which help us for the administrative record management, how to maintain the employee data in the profile. Okay, so for that we are using these tools. So that only I just elaborated here, that is a pencil icon. Pencil icon specifies only the edit option. So when you go here, when you click on here, we only have the edit option. When I take some date here, okay, we have the edit option. Okay, so edit means what? It will just overwrite it, correct? It will just override the existing one. That is the edit option. Okay, also we have a clock icon. Clock icon means what? Edit with history. So that only it is showing with edit from history. So what is the edit pencil icon? It's add the new information. Okay, so here it is written by wrongly, overwriting the existing data. It does not require the event reason. Okay, so when you are overwriting it, the event reason is not required. It will trigger a workflow. Okay, so same thing if I go back here. So here, this one, if I go here and if I specify a date here, okay, and here, if I am changing this, so it will overwrite it. Okay, or if I am changing the preferred name, it will overwrite it. Okay, and when I click on the save, so it is the edit option. Edit with history means what? This one, edit with history. Okay, so in this edit with history also you have a edit option. Okay, so when you click on edit from history, then here, okay, it will take us, and from, actually it is the correct method always to go from edit from history rather going from the pencil icon. Okay, but if you are doing some testing and you want to have various scenarios for the testing purpose, so for creating the test cases, so one scenario you can go and do the testing from this one, that is from the edit from history. Another scenario you can see, insert new record. Insert new record specifies that old record will be there and you will be having a new record. So when you're clicking on insert new record, okay, insert new record, you will be again specifying the date here, okay, and will be going with a new record. Okay, and another option is that from the action. Okay, but from the action only, job and comp only it will work for the job and comp portlet. Okay, otherwise for the other portlets we will be always going from the edit history. Okay, or else you can able to, if you are doing some changes, you can perform from the this one, what you call import files, that is import employee data. We have seen na, import employee data, we have various files are there. Okay, so when I go back into my Excel, edit from history, okay, and insert new record, if you go and see here, it is used to correct the error in the existing record and override the previous information. It does not require any event reason. It will, and when you are going and doing from edit from history, it will not trigger a workflow. Okay, it will not trigger a workflow. So whenever we are doing a testing as a consultant, we always go from the edit from history because we don't want the workflow should trigger. We avoid that action to happen. Okay, to make the testing more easy. But in a real time, when the end user will perform some activity, they have to route through the workflow if the workflow is there. Okay, what is the workflow in the coming sessions, or by end of this session I will also give an overview. Okay, that is one thing. Insert new record, add new information without overwriting existing record. So we are adding some new information, requires the event and event reason, it will not trigger a workflow. So requires an event and event reason. So when we went here, actually that option is not enabled. That is the reason it is not showing you the event and event reason. Otherwise when you go with the history and when you go with the insert new record, generally here the option should come. Okay, here the option is not coming. Actually here the two options will come, event and event reason, and that is controlled from the provisioning system. Okay, so if the options are not showing here, it indicates that that is not enabled from the provisioning. That is the reason those options are not coming. But in a real time, when you go with the insert new record, it specifies the event and event reason. Okay, and in that case it will not trigger a workflow. Okay, this basic information we should know, because some support ticket always come in this way, that when the end user is trying to perform something from the edit history, it is giving it, there is some data inconsistency which will be showing, and when they are doing from insert new record, some other data inconsistency will be showing. Why it is showing? Because we should know there are certain standard behavior of that particular feature. So when you go with a pencil icon, that is the some standard feature is there. When you are going with edit from history, that is a standard feature is there. Okay, insert new record, there is standard feature. So it is always has a limitation. Okay, so when customers end user sees, they will see some changes and they will see why it is happening, and they will raise a ticket, so that we should investigate and we should analyze and share the issue, what is the issue which is there. So this is not an issue, but this is a expected behavior of that particular application. Okay, so we also came across in the support ticket, we also came across from the customer that when the customer was trying to edit some portlet, it was showing something, and when it while doing some insert new record, the data was showing something different. Why it is happening? So when we try to investigate, we seen that this is the standard behavior of the SAP for that particular functionality. Okay, that is one thing. Then coming into manage mastering, we have a tool that is called as a manage mastering. So the purpose of manage mastering is it allows administrator to change the job information or job relation of multiple employees at a time. So generally what happens, whenever you want to, whenever as an admin, if as a admin from a company side or admin from a consultant side, if we want to make some changes for 100 employees for the job information or job relation at a time, okay, for which areas, for job information or job relation for multiple employees at a time, then we go with manage mass change. Okay, so when I go into job information, if you go and see, you can see here, if you can see the job information, whatever the fields are there, right? So in the job information, if any of these fields are getting values are getting changed, or if you want to change the values for bulk employees or multiple employees, then we use manage mass change. Okay, similarly, if you want to go and change something for job relation, so manage mass change tool is applicable to job information and job relation. Okay, so when you go into job information, you have all these fields are there, right? Job title, pay grade, okay, standard working hours, employee class, all these are the fields. So if you take one field and if you say the pay grade of 100 employees has to be changed at a time, so you cannot go and do the changes one to one, right? Right,
Yeah.
so you have to create in it in a file and you have to perform it. Okay, so here manage mass change will help us to perform that activity for bulk employees. Okay, so the configuration tool which we are using is, so the configuration tool which we are using is manage mass change. Okay, okay, so maybe for this I don't, for as this account I don't have the right for performing manage mass change. So what I will do, I will first of all proxy to SF admin. There will be some SF admin will be there. You can see SF admin. So I will proxy to this account. Okay. And after that, after proxying to, so now I am into SF admin account. Okay. Now I will go to manage mass change. Okay. Okay. Now, for example, I will take a scenario. Let me see the history here. Okay. So let me take a scenario here. So I'm deleting this record. Okay. So let's take a scenario that for this particular field, standard weekly hours, we have this 40 hours for a set of employees, and we have increased the hours from 40 to 45, and it has to be changed automatically to all employees. So how we will perform? So for performing that, we should have a what you call tool that is called as a manage mass change. So what I will do, I will go to manage mass change, click on create new. Okay, once I click on create new, then I have to specify the mass change name. Okay, so here I am changing the standard weekly hours, right? So let me specify a name here, mass change for standard weekly hours, and I can specify, okay, the date here for my understanding. So this name I am just specifying, and I need to select the employee group. Employee group is something, what are the employees? What are the number of employees? Okay, what are the number of employees for which we are looking for the change? Okay, where the changes will be applicable. Suppose 100 employees will be there. Okay, so how to go and see those 100 employees? For that, you need to go and create the employee group. So how you will go and create an employee group? For that, you can see if employee group is already created, we can see those employee groups in the list here. Okay, for the training purpose, I have created a group. Okay, so when I go and click on here, I can see how the group is created. So you can see it will look like an RBP page. Okay, permission group page, where you can specify the group name. Okay, and you can add the members. So you can see I have added only one member, but in a real time, when this type of a requirement comes, you need to create a group, and when you are adding the member, you can filter the member on the basis of the location. Okay, on the basis of the legal entity, department, like this you can able country, you can able to add the member. Once the member is been added here, okay.
Um, sorry, where can we create? I mean, this create button will navigate to that page.
Yes,
You
yes,
should.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes. Yes. See, you can see here the the create option is there,
Yeah.
right? Suppose if I am just going and clicking on this, you can see create option is there.
Okay.
Okay. So you can click on here.
Okay, fine.
It will just specify the group name, and according to the various categories, you can filter the this one employees.
Okay.
Okay, and once you click on the update, the number of 100 employees or 200 employees, according to that you will be there in the list, and that we will be selecting here. Okay, automatically once it is created, it will be showing in the list here, below list.
Okay.
Okay, so how I have created for the training purpose, you can see I have created this, so it is already showing here. Okay, and in this how many employees are there, and those employees we need to have a change in the field value. Okay, what is the effective date for that change, that we need to specify. Let's take the effective date is something, something 3rd of April. Okay, and mass change, what is the area? I told you two areas are there, job information and job relation, correct? So let's take job information, and the field name, what is the field name? It is there. What is the field name? Standard weekly hours, right?
Yes, weekly hours.
Okay. What is the value which we are changing?
Something to 40.
45, right? 45. Now, and when you are performing some action, that action occurs an event, and every event will be having some event reason. Okay. So what is the event reason here? Event reason is also a foundation object. Okay. So whatever event reason we have created in manage object page structure, that event reason will be populating here. But when you are performing some action, you have to take some relevant event reason. Okay. So standard weekly hours. So what is happening? Hours changed or something is there, right? Standard hours changed. Okay. This is the event reason. Correct. So if I want to show you the same thing here, I will duplicate the screen. So manage. Okay. So here, if I am going with event reason, you can see hours, standard hours change.
Yeah.
Correct. So this is already created here.
Mm.
That is the reason we are choosing. So this event and event reason is also another topic. In the next session, we will be covering up this topic. Okay. So this event reason which is being configured here, that only it is populating here.
Sure.
Okay. So the change of the name, what are the number of employees in the group, what is the effective date, what are the area, what is the under that area, what is the field name, what is the new value, what is the event reason, everything you will fill and click on save and initiate. Okay. So you can see here it has been initiated. Well, let me refresh it once. It is showing started. It is showing completed with errors. So completed with errors. Let me open it. Let me try to fix it out. Event reason is not a constraint. Okay. So what we need to do, I will tell you, because I will go to why event reason, it is not configured for that particular country what it is saying. So what we need to do, we have to go to manage data. Okay. And we need to select country. Okay. IND. Okay. Scroll down. So here, what is the event reason?
Standard.
Standard hours. Here we need to add it.
Yeah.
Okay. So after adding this, this is being done, I think. Standard hours. Okay. For India. Now again just refresh it. Okay. So I will go to just a minute. I'll close it. We'll try it again. Okay. Okay. Because it is doing for one employee, because in that group only one employee is there. Okay. So now I think it is completed. Let me see. So when I go here and let me see.
Yeah, it's there.
This one, yes. Okay. So when you click on this, you can see here the log which is showing.
Process one.
Job history successfully changed to 45. Event even this one. What are the number of if 20 employees are there, the list will be coming in the 20 employees. Status it is showing as a completed, right? Created date, everything will be showing here. Okay. And we also have a download log also. Here also we can see who has initiated it, when it has been initiated. Okay. What was the group, how many members were there in the group, and the list of the members will be there. Okay. Now if we want to go and see in the employee profile if it is updated or not, just go and refresh the page once and we can see if it is updated or not. Okay. So here let me go to job information.
Yeah.
You can see it has been changed, and if I go to the history we can see the date also, right? April 3rd. Okay. Who has
So
changed it, that also log it will be coming here. Okay.
it inserts
And
a new record.
sorry.
It inserts a new record in this history.
Exactly. So if 20 members are there, if it is updated or not, randomly you can take couple of users and test it in the development or in the preview system where you have performed this action.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you can see this has been performed successfully. Okay. So that is done. So this is used for either for job information or job relation. Okay. Whenever we want to work. So if any of these in the job information, any of the field value customer want to plan for a change for the bulk employees, we will be going and using mass change. Okay. Now the another topic is how to terminate an employee. Okay. So terminating an employee, do you have any user you have created something with add new employee functionality?
No, I don't have.
Mm, okay, let me see. Let me see if I can use any of the. employees, or else I need to hire one employee. So let me go and see. Let me see if I can get some other user. Okay, so let me go and with add new employee, because I want to show you the employee purge also. So I need to have one inactive employee. So let's take some, this is something 2021. Okay, and I'm using one company, and event reason I'm using now new hire, the standard template, and click on continue. Okay, I think this we have already done earlier, right? So I will go with
Can you search Santosh? I think you have created example Santosh for us. While,
Santosh. Huh? Okay, let me duplicate this.
I think Santosh.
This one. Huh?
I think we created this last one.
Okay, so let me check the job information history. Okay, so what I will do, I will use this for terminating and as well as for removing the data. So now we can see all the data are there here. Okay, so once we perform the termination, means once you inactive an employee, employee will be inactive, but the data will be there in the directory. So sometimes customer comes and says that uh, I want to what you call
Rehire?
totally remove or delete the data permanently for the inactive employees. Okay, so we have a concept called data retention management, which is called as an employee purge. Okay, so this data retention management tool is used for inactive employees. So for that, employee should be inactive, then only we can perform that action with the help of that tool. Okay, so how you will perform it, that is the thing I was looking up for some users, so we can use this. So first of all, I will terminate this employee, so we'll perform termination, and let me take the termination date, something I will take as 10th. Okay, so it is showing normal retirement, I'm taking normal retirement, and I think I'm good enough to save. So there may be a workflow, let's see. Yeah, there is a workflow which I'm seeing here. So I can use, this is the approval, so I will copy this and I'm just submitting. this one, Tisha Walker, because the approval request has been sent to Tisha Walker. And we can see it here, the approval request would have came. So I can click on view all. You can see Santosh Kumar, normal retirement, approval request has came. I will go and approve it. Okay. So once I have approved it, I will become self. Once I will become self, I will go back to my previous screen and I will just refresh it. So you can see this user become inactive. Okay. So now if I try to search here also, it should not reflect. It is not showing. Okay. Only it will show the active employees, not the inactive employees. But where we can see the inactive employees, view employee directory. Okay. In the view employee directory, click on advanced search. Go and mention Santosh and include inactive and search for it. You can see the user we can see here in the employee directory. Okay. Now this user is inactive, because why I shown in this way, that because when you search here, inactive employee list will not show. Where we can see it in view employee directory. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now now the employee is active. Now we want to perform the this one, what you call employee purge, that is with the help of a data retention management. So although employee is inactive, but the data is there. Okay. So we want to delete that data from the directory permanently. Okay. So how we will use it? So for that we have the tool that is called as a data retention management. So what I will do, I will go here and I will go to data retention management. Can you see here data
Yeah.
retention management? Okay. So I will click on data retention management. And now I have to click on create new purge request. Okay. So click on create new purge request. Okay. And here you can select purge inactive user. Okay. Select a single user. So what was the username? Santosh, right? Santosh Kumar.
Yes.
Okay. Then scroll down. You can see two check boxes are there, right? Which is already enabled. Just try to disable it. Okay. These two check boxes. Just click on here. It will just click on here over this. It will inactive. Okay. Disable it. Then what you need to do, go to add approval and you need to add the approver who need to approve it. Okay. So for me in this account, it seems that the approver is not that access is not there. So again I will go to SF admin. Let me see if I can perform it from the SF admin. Okay. What I will do, I will keep two things. One is SF admin and I will also keep, so yeah, one more is there. Okay. Two. Let me see if any of it is getting working or not. Okay, I cannot able to keep on myself because I am routing from my account only. Okay, so any other account who has the access, and click on the launch immediately. Okay, now a request has been submitted and the email notification will be sent to the approver. Okay, now this was the first step, that is data retention management. Okay, second step is purge request monitor. Okay, but purge request monitor, who has to perform? The approver has to perform. Okay, the purge request monitor. How the approver will perform the purge request monitor? For that, I need to proxy to the approver, who is any one approver. Okay, so let me see if they have received or not. Sometimes in the demo system this inconsistency will be there, but we will see. So I proxy to the SF admin, and what is the second tool? Purge request monitor, right? Request monitor. Okay, first what was the first tool? Data retention management. Okay, now in when I went into the purge request monitor, I have to see the option. So under request pending approval, you can see the approval request has came. The button is enabled. This button should be active. Approve. Okay, so you can click on approve here. So
Where can we see the details?
sorry.
Where can we see the details? I mean, like, it is for Santosh. I mean, we don't see anything here, no?
Yes, I will show you. So once it is approved, you can go here in the purge progress result. Let me refresh it once. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
Can you see the Excel? No, you are unable to see the CSV file.
I can see the user ID and
Okay, just a minute. I will try to search for another one. You can see Santosh K.
yeah.
Can you see here? Santosh K. To be purged. It is showing here. Okay, so when you open this zip file, once the approval is being done, you can see here. The name and the employee data will be there. User ID will be there. Okay, so that only I was opening that zip file one to one. It is showing there or not. So here you can see Santosh Kumar. Okay, so once it is done, if you see as some nomination object type, okay, it is done here. So what we need to do, we can go back into the system. So here it is already showing it is approved. So what we can do, we can go back here and just try to refresh this page once. No, it is not done yet. Just give me a moment. Again, I need to check here. to be purged. Location. Here the purge progress should come. So here the date is not coming. Just give me a moment. Okay, we have put two requests. We have put two approvers. So one approver is already done. We have to do the remaining approval also. So here also you can see this is approved. Now it has to vanish from here. So it is vanished. Okay. Now you can see it is processing purge because we have put two approvers and we have approved one only. Second approval was still pending.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is showing processing purge. Again you go here, completed, right? Once it is completed, you can download the report. The same thing it will be showing again. But after this, once it is been done, here in the purge request progress, it has been completed. Then when you go here and now you refresh this page and we can see the changes will be effective here. You can see the data, everything has been removed from here. Okay, you can see below also the data, everything has been removed from here. Permanently deleted from each area. Can you see here? Biographic, nationality, ID, contact information. Earlier the data was there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Even you can see all data has been removed from here. Nothing is there. So this is the way how you can do the employee purge with the help of the tool that is called as a data retention management. Okay. So this type of a support ticket we used to get. What type of what type of a scenario we can able to get this requirement? Sometimes what happens, your customer they have done some recruitments from the campus placements, right? And they have offered it, and the in the RCM module they have created the candidate profile, and from there the profile will be moving into onboarding, and from onboarding the profile will be going and sitting in the employee central. So the HR will pick the data from the employee central when the candidate joins the company. Okay, so they don't have to create the profile because the profile is already created from the RCM, from the recruitment stage. But for example, assuming that the candidate 15 days before the candidate has declined that offer, the candidate is not joining. Customer come to know that the candidate is not joining. Then they will inform to us, this candidate, we have created the profile in the system. Please kindly inactivate this profile and kindly do the employee purge for this candidate, so that there should not be any data in the directory for this candidate. So this type of a scenario we use this employee purge, which we are for which we are using the tool that is called as a data retention management. Okay. So this is something which is a real-time work, which generally comes as a support ticket.
Okay.
Okay, so how to use this, that I just shown you practically. Okay, any questions as on today?
No. Can you just show me once more the termination, the way you went? Can you just show me the step once?
Okay, so let me take any other user. I won't perform it, but I will show you the path.
Yes.
So here, let's take, I'm taking a user. Okay, and from that actions, from the actions,
Okay.
okay, I have this option
Terminate.
terminate. Okay, I will click on terminate, and here I can able to select a date here. Always don't take a future date, always take a backdated date. Okay,
Okay.
when if you take a future dated date, your action will be still in pending because that date has not reached.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and select the event reason. If you want to have a more event reason, again I told you from the country region you can add those event reasons there. It will
Okay.
start populating there.
Okay.
Okay, and then click on save. So it may be having the workflow. So how many members are there in the workflow? So you can take a proxy of it, and in the home page you can see the notification would have received in the home page where we can initiate the workflow. And once the workflow is submitted successfully, then here the status will change to inactive.
Okay.
Okay, and keep the screen like this only, and create a duplicate screen, and from view employee directory also you can see, you can search for that employee for the inactive employees.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can go over for the data retention management. What is the process which I told you?
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so administrative tool we have completed, import type we have completed, then we completed with manage mass change also we have completed, and employee purge we have completed in the today's session.
Yes.
Okay,